As much as I think Kai and Speed are incredible and what they do is incredible, also when I think of them, I think of how much the audience has changed over the years as well. They're both two like young dudes who do kind of like crazy wild things. Just from a data and analytics perspective, I find it really interesting to see who are the top streamers, their similarities, their differences, especially in terms of audiences. Unfortunately, there aren't that many like huge female streamers, at least not on their level, which I think reflects like nowadays the audience has in a way gone more to being a lot of like younger dudes, which is amazing. But I remember during the pandemic, I felt a much larger female presence, both in the audience and in regards to the streamers that we were seeing growing and becoming more popular. So that's just an interesting thing that I've noticed as a creator and both a consumer of the Twitch streaming landscape. Who you see at the top, a lot of the time can also like reflect the viewers.
You're literally the most followed female streamer on Twitch. You could be at that level. Bro, to be honest with you, she's almost there. I don't think you guys realize this. She got invited to the Grammys. The reason why there isn't a streamer on that level is because y'all aren't doing events like that. I can tell you what Pokimane does on her stream. She's probably going to do some reactions. She's probably going to listen to some music, and then she's going to play a game. The craziest things that she'll probably do on stream is a hot take or her doing like something sponsored. She's not hosting any events. I don't think she realizes that most streamers, like 99% of streamers, can't even compete with Kai and Speed, bro. How many streamers are able to rent out a $50 million crib in California and get literally all of the most poppin' rappers, actors, and people from the internet to show up for 30 days straight? How many female streamers are doing consistent gaming marathons? How many female streamers are consistently streaming around the world, going on full tours of continents? Country to country to country to country to country. It's not even, most streamers will not be able to get at that level because these guys changed the framework of what streaming is. When you think of Pokimane, you think of like the old school of streaming, playing the game, talking, watching videos. Kai and Speed changed what streaming is. They turned it into TV, bro. Like, you'll never know what you expect. Is there any female streamers putting a horse in their room? And that's not to say that female streamers are boring and they're not good, bro. There's a lot of really good female streamers. I could name like 10 right now. Poki is a good streamer. Senna, out of all the streamers I'm gonna name, she's the only one that really does IRLs, and she's done so many collabs. You got Extra Emily, you got Emaru, you got QT Cinderella, you got Connie, you got Mari. Who else we got? Zoe Spencer. She's another one. She does a lot of IRL streams, brings on a lot of guests. Who does she get the framework from? Kai. She's not really innovating anything. The reason why Kai and Speed blew up is because they innovated the Aiden method. Kai took that method to a different level and then leveled up off of it and continued to push new boundaries. Like, he's literally talking about renting a university and changing it to a streamer university. There's nobody who's coming up with these groundbreaking ideas and executing them flawlessly, bro. He's doing backflip challenges and jumping over Lamborghinis. You don't see girls doing that? What are we talking about? Unpopular opinion, it's easier to blow up as a female streamer. The only downside is you get the wrong type of attention. You get a lot of thirsty dudes. Like, it's a running theme that Pokimane's community is filled with simps that are tier 3 subs. They're just fiending to have the chance to be able to just breathe the same air as her, bro. Like, gun to the back of your head, name 5 iconic Pokimane streams. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, because she's one of the OGs. She's the queen of Twitch, but she could be the example. She doesn't host her own events. She just does chill streams, and that's fine, because once you make it, you don't have to do anything. Once you have a name, you've become an interesting person, so anything that you do will be interesting. She could eat a bowl of cereal on stream. It's like, yo, damn, Pokimane is eating Frosted Flakes. But it's, as a dude, you really have to prove yourself in this streaming space. Like, you actually have to be entertaining. It's not even a male or a female thing. Most people are not going to be able to be at that level. You're going to have to do groundbreaking stuff. The only other streamer that I see who's actually grinding and will make it to that level, Blackboy Max, is the only streamer that can actually get to that level. And why? He took the framework that Speed and Kai laid out, and he pushed it to the next level with his stream series In the Booth. Aiden was the first streamer to bring on rappers and other people on his stream. Kai did it, and he really put an effort in making it as authentic as possible and making people as comfortable as possible, which is why those moments hit different. It's like, oh, I want to go to Kai's house because it's going to be fun. You got Max, who's not only bringing them on and asking them interesting questions and getting to know them and having fun with them, he's making music with them, so he's a part of the moment. You could break a stream down 5 different ways, bro. You got a VOD, multiple YouTube videos, clips. Okay, really like 3 different ways, right? Now, when you make a song, you got the song, then you got music video, then you got the lyric video, then you got the slowed version, then you got the sped up version, the night court. You could do the DDG method. You could just keep going. And it's not just them being on your stream. It's a moment that you guys are having together. And so he has like a super method. Most streamers will not get to Kai or Speed's level unless they innovate what it means to be a streamer, bro. Unless they change the framework of streaming itself, bro. And here's what Soul had to say. While this is a true statement, I don't see many female streamers going to the lengths to do new and unique things like Kai and Speed. Take Poki, for example. She has the funds and notoriety to direct big events like they do, but does not. You also need to realize these unique things cost a lot of money, so doing them often isn't realistic for a lot of creators. Said, hello, did you bother attempting to comprehend my comment at all? I said there's not many things, which is true. Never said there's none. Also acknowledge the fact it's expensive, which is why I said someone like Poki could. There's a lot of streamers who could, but don't. Oh my god, you need to realize these unique things cost a lot of money, so doing them often isn't realistic for a lot of creators. Kai started in a room in the Bronx, sharing his room with his brother. Speed started in his room in Ohio when his mom will walk in and interrupt his streams. It's not about how you start, it's about how you elevate. Kai didn't do all these crazy events starting off. He started with reactions and gaming, and then he started doing e-dates. Bro, e-dates was a groundbreaking idea, and it was executed flawlessly. It generated a lot of views, and guess what? All it takes is a little bit of effort to get people to show up. That's free 99. There's so many ideas that you could do. You just have to think outside the box, bro. Look at Your Rage. Your Rage did IRL Liars Bar. That was an amazing idea. Balloons from the dollar store come out a little bit from your water bill, and that's it. That's all that you need. It doesn't cost a lot of money to make innovative content, bro. You gotta start somewhere. You gotta crawl before you walk. This is what people would just want everything handed to them. Well, it's not realistic and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so if it's not realistic, then shut up. Straight up. If you're not gonna try, then why are you complaining? Because Kai and Speed were never given handouts. Kai had to bust his butt just to be acknowledged by Twitch. Bro, back in 2022, when he was getting views, they didn't even want to put him on the front page. Exactly. They're working harder and taking more big risks for big rewards. I'm not saying there aren't women who aren't working hard in general, but I've never seen one that's kind of I've never seen one on that kind of relentless content grind, or with the willingness to push boundaries that the guys at the top have. That's real. That's why QT Cinderella, Cinna Britt, and Extra Emily deserve their flowers, because they're constantly putting their money back into their content to make it fresh. QT does it so much, it's a detriment. She loses 5 figures constantly on some of her events. And every time she does streamer awards, guess what? She pulls 100K viewers. So what are we even talking about? Yes, shout out Cinna. Cinna collaborates with everybody. She's one of the only female streamers to do IRLs. Extra Emily does the same thing with the IRLs. Other than that though, a lot of these streamers don't do that. There's a lot of great streamers out there, but to be at that level, you have to be willing to take those risks. Other than that though, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious.